here we are back in the woods, the dog and me and thee, rambling, whether I'm rambling on foot or rambling speaking. I spent all week, it's been a busy week this week. I have worked a lot, but it seems to be quite an emotional week. I know from the last video, it was just a really positive video, I felt, and it was something that I do a lot of reading and a lot of inspiring books and spiritual books, and especially at the moment I am kind of going back to doing that more, because I did stop. I kind of stopped reading a lot and was watching probably too much on YouTube. Hey Killy, come on. So I'm back reading a lot more now, so I'm feeling more inspired. But this week, this week's just been, I don't want to say it's a disaster because I don't want to be negative, and I don't want to moan because I don't want to say it's cold, but it's gone bitter again. It's not too bad today, but we had a few days of warm air, about 3 days it was, and then the air's just gone bitter again. So my skin went really well, really nice and soft again, and now it's back itchy and sore. But that's just the way it is. Anyway, I've tried to get the camera out a few times, and I've just not been able to. And it's because I'm going through that state again of not feeling good enough, feeling, what am I really doing? Am I actually going to help anyone doing this? Am I just rambling and sounding an idiot? I'm 57. I have worked more this week. I've been busy, and that's another thing. Getting universal credit. I'm obviously single on my own, and basically if I work, they take it off me, and the more I work, the more they take off me. And obviously, to be perfectly honest, I really enjoy my work. I really do. And I've had a good week at work. I've had a laugh. But I've just had a letter the other day demanding £80 off me for one particular week. I only earn a little bit more than that anyway in the week from work. It's not even worth me driving there in petrol and diesel. But I'm not gonna be negative, because I enjoy it and I should work. But you can see why a lot of people just don't want to in this country. The whole thing's upside down. Anyway, I'm not going to rant about this country. I'm just wondering, I can hear the motorbikes. But yeah, let's carry on. I've pulled the camera out a few times today, and I've put it back in, and then I've come out into the field. Thought, you know what, just film while I'm walking, because I've got to walk the dog. So I'll film while I'm walking and talk, and if it's a load of rubbish, then so be it. But anyway, I pulled it out now, and I've started on my ramble. Something is, I know, a bit of a trigger warning here for people, or might be anyway. I want to keep this real. I've said in the past, it's honest, real about me and my difficulties. And as I said, I want to create some helpful advice. Not so much advice. Well, yeah, it's got to be advice in a way, hasn't it? Some helpful tools, to maybe get sober, or to help with your mental health, or to, go through the menopause, or to deal with empty nest syndrome, deal with growing up, deal with having unfulfilled dreams and plans, and negativity, depression, that sort of thing. I want to keep it real. But anyway, 2 years ago, I only just realised when I got up 2 years ago. I did remember yesterday, and I knew it was kind of around this time, but 2 years ago today, I did actually, it was a Friday night or a Saturday night, I can't remember. I think it was a Friday night. So yeah, two years ago, I tried to kill myself. So I would have been in hospital 2 years ago today, recovering. So yeah, I sort of wondered why I felt a bit off all week. And is it just this time of the year that it is a trigger? Because the winter's gone on, it always goes on long in the UK. And I had that wonderful holiday, and it was so amazing that it made me realise I can't leave having a holiday or my self-care that long, 6 years. Again, I have to look after myself mentally, and so I think having a holiday was fantastic and I enjoyed it so much. But when I got back, we have had a bad year. The weather's been a lot worse than maybe. It's been cold, really cold, probably colder than usual, and the snow. So it really kind of enhanced how bad it was. And I really did struggle to cope just with doing anything really. I mean, getting up, going to work, walking the dog, everything was a nightmare. And then the car's another story. I mean, I've still got 3 bloody cars I can't do anything with. But one car's in my mum's garage with the engine out. One car's down the road waiting to be sold. It just needs a coil for the the spark plug. But it also needs an MOT, but I'm aiming to sell it without the MOT, obviously. And I just want it to be sold running, that's all, running but without an MOT. So that's something that I've been delaying doing, because all I can do is when I get out is run to the car, get the dog in, go for a walk with the dog, go to the shop and come home. And then either, go back to bed or go to work, whatever. So yeah, but my car, yeah, the battery, I have talked about it, and the battery's been an absolute bastard this week, sorry for the French. But the other day I literally had a meltdown over it, and the meltdown about everything just came on top of me. And my mother actually said, look, just take it to Halfords, if it needs a new battery, she'd get me a new battery. So I did take it to Halfords and they couldn't fit us in. So I came home because it really wouldn't start that day. Anyway, the next bloody morning, well, in work that evening, thinking it wouldn't start because it turned really ice cold, but it did start. And I'd even made some of the guys wait for me before I went home, just to finish. So just wait for me while I lock up, so that if I need a push, I can have a push. But it started, and then the next morning, which was yesterday, it started in the morning for the first time in 2 months. So, and it started today, and it started when I went out yesterday everywhere I went. So just I don't know. Anyway, so no battery at the moment, still got the one on it, so I haven't bought it. So yeah, anyway, going back to today, I'm just trying to describe kind of my emotions this week. They've been up and down, and after doing that last video, I was like, right, I'm going to really concentrate on doing useful videos for people, doing positive videos. I mean, I want to do some running videos and how to get fit and how my love of running really is helping me. I haven't run as much, I must admit, but I have run every other day. If I haven't run every day, I've run every other day. So when I've been working, I haven't been to the gym, because basically I just haven't felt well enough. I've got some kind of virus or cold, and I don't know what it is, but I feel a bit feverish, so I'm not going to push it going to the gym after work. So I have been running on the treadmill at home, and to be honest, I've been doing a really good pace, so I'm quite pleased with myself about that, and it does keep me from losing the will to live, so that's a bonus. Well, it's more than a bonus really, it's everything, isn't it? So yeah, I'm keeping the running, but yesterday, day before, Thursday, I've just wanted to make a video, and I've got all these plans, and I've even scripted some out, but I can't seem to just do it. And I don't know what it is, it's procrastination, my mood, but it could be just the time of the year. I just feel not feeling it. So today I'll come out and I'm gonna do this video and be honest, because at the end of the day, I don't know, maybe it'll help. If it helps one person not feel so absolutely useless and stupid, which I feel, and a waste of space, then it's a help. Because honestly, I do actually I feel embarrassed some days about myself. And I know it's my kids hate it, and what can they say or do? But I just didn't expect at my age to be in the situation I am in now, living what I'm living, doing what I'm doing, and basically not having the kind of life that I envisaged. Didn't expect to be a millionaire, believe me. I didn't expect to have a Ferrari or anything, but I did expect to just have a normal, a pretty normal life really. So yeah, I didn't expect to be in this situation, but it is what it is, and I've got a roof over my head, I've got a car, I've got a job, and I'm alive and well, which is which is a miracle because, as I said 2 years ago, I really did try and kill myself. So I'm lucky in that respect, and I am glad I didn't. I truly am. You know, for the sake of my children, it really upset them, and my mother, and the rest of my family. And I just think about my dog now as well. What was I even thinking? Yeah, I do feel desperate some days, and I do feel low, and I do feel the pain is really bad of feeling like you're nobody and you're not important. But you've got to keep going on. You know, the hurt you're going to cause other people, it's just not, you know, it's never going to go away for them. And then when I think about like what I felt like and what I still feel like now after my father dying, I miss him so much, you know, and there's so much that I didn't say or do, and that gets me. So I don't want to put my kids through that. And yeah, sorry, I didn't expect to get stupidly emotional, but yeah, I don't want to put my kids through that. I don't want them losing their mother early, you know. So whatever I feel like, I just gotta get on and just keep putting one foot in front of the other. And that's what I'm trying to get across to you guys, anyone who's struggling, you know, who does think, you know, they can't do what they want to do, or they're not in the place maybe that they thought they would be. I just got this feeling that there's somebody around. Just seen some black thing moving about. I don't know if it was a dog or a person or what. I don't know. I'm not worried about me, I'm just worried about the dog eating someone. Yeah, that's a stupid thing to say, you know. That's just me all over again. Yeah, anyway, I don't know. So yeah, getting back to it. I just want to show that it's not easy, and you do matter, and you can actually do more than you think you can do. And you know, to be honest, I didn't think I could do the job. You know, I'm a recovering alcoholic and I work in a bar, and I absolutely love it because the people are so nice. It's not like a bar in the middle of town. It's actually not so much a private club, but it's a members club. But the people are so nice that I got treated with so much respect that I appreciate it. It's minimum wage, but you know what? It's enjoyable. And I'm not a people person really. I like my own space and my own company. But the kind of interaction I get there, the nice, that's a bad word to use, really nice, the respect and I get a sense of purpose that I'm doing something. And I think that's something that you do need as well, is if you haven't got a job, sometimes you can struggle with having a sense of purpose. You haven't got to have a job. If you can't have a job, you can't have a job. That's just the way it is. It can be for many reasons. You might be suffering from severe anxiety, and I get it, believe me. I really struggled to go to a bloody supermarket for years when I started having panic attacks after my father died. I struggled to be anywhere in public, and I worked for myself at the time, so I didn't actually, I didn't have to go and be put in a job where, you know, I had to stay there. So if you have got anxiety and you do struggle with that sort of thing, it can be very difficult, and people, maybe people pushing you to try and get a job and work like that. And it's difficult because if you have a panic attack, it's the most frightening thing in the world. So I do get it. But having a job and even doing something like running or doing anything really, it does help to give you a sense of purpose, and it makes you feel better about yourself. I feel better when I've done a run on the treadmill and I've got off and I thought, wow, I'm 57, I didn't think I could do that. And I actually put it on last night. I put it on 9, which is its fastest. And when I first started running on the treadmill, there was no way I could even put it on 9 without falling off it. I literally ran for 1.5 miles with it on 9. And I was like, wow, God, 6 months, I've come a long way. So yeah, it's little things, you know, one little step, one little thing each day sometimes. But then if you have a bad day or a bad week like I've had this week, then it's just life. Don't throw it all away just on that one day or that 1 week. You know, just get through it however you can. And like, I felt so useless yesterday, last night. You know, even though my son phoned me from LA, and I just felt like I hadn't done enough, or I hadn't what's the word for it? I hadn't produced anything or whatever. And I just after that, I just went on my laptop, on my MacBook, and started like doing more work, and then thinking, planning stuff. And then it was like 3 a.m. and I'm thinking, what am I doing? I'm just almost forcing myself to do something for the sake of it, to make myself feel better. Just let go, relax, stop beating yourself up so much. So yeah, I had a lie-in this morning, but I've had a lie-in most of the week actually. I know I did have one day when I got up really early, but I was so exhausted. I went to work and I was so exhausted because I really had got up early and had not eaten enough. And I went to work and forgot to take any food. I ended up eating Mars bars out of the bloody cupboard, which wasn't very healthy. But anyway, I am completely rapid on. I realise it's now 18 minutes, but at least the dogs had. I usually run up here, but as I said, I haven't been running as much. I just run on the treadmill the last couple of weeks because I haven't felt well enough to do it. You know, virus type. It's not good if you're not well to exercise too much. And although I've had to, because for my head, I've only done it on the treadmill. So, but I mean that's something. So anyway, I'm going to stop rambling now. I hope this helps. Sorry it's been negative in some points, but it's just, I just wanted to be honest and to come across as authentic, and this is how I feel at the moment, and it will get better. There will be days, I know, in a few weeks when I will feel a lot better. I just know it, because the weather will turn, and as soon as the sun comes out, you know, everything seems so much better for me. So yeah, and I've got to look at going away, I really have. So going away again, and if the dog has to go into kennel, so be it. Then his mum will have a better mum. His mum will have the dog will have a better mum. Get it right. So anyway, I shall leave it there. Have a great weekend, and just don't beat yourself up. So take care. See you soon.